A 2015 stampede that resulted in the death of more than 2,000 pilgrims in Mecca. Authorities in Nigeria have begun an aggressive campaign to sensitize pilgrims towards a HAJJ-free exercise. This comes as Saudi Arabia will be hosting 3.5 million pilgrims for the 2023 Hajj exercise. Sharif Al-Hassan reports from Mecca.
For the first time since the outbreak of coronavirus in 2020, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will be opening its doors to 3.5 million pilgrims the world over, the first in recent times for this year's pilgrimage, amidst tight security and precautionary measures to avert another stampede. But that's not enough. Critical stakeholders from Nigeria, drawn from across the 36 states, including FCT, are making appropriate plans in making sure pilgrims conduct a hitch-free Hajj exercise right from Mina, Arafat, and Muzdalifah.
The outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic hindered the country from accepting international pilgrims in both 2020 and 2021, consequently limiting visitors for Hajj in 2022, even after the country had contained the deadly virus. In this year's pilgrimage, Nigerian authorities are not letting anything to chance, most especially as pilgrims set to depart for Mina on Monday, 26 June to perform Hajj rituals for 3 to 5 days. Mina will be a melting point for the 3.5 million pilgrims, and therefore preachers and critical stakeholders are visiting pilgrims in their hotels, carrying out sensitization campaign.
Well, we have been in talks with the pilgrims right from our arrival here in Saudi Arabia, from Medina to Mecca after the Umrah. We have always admonished them to be good ambassadors of the state, good Muslims, and above all, good citizens of the world.
Important things for a pilgrim to note is to be very obedient and be very faithful to the local rules, that is the Saudi Arabia rules and regulations, because they own the place, they know the place, and they have planned for over 3 million people. So therefore, there will be much more concern on crowd control. And a visitor or a pilgrim might not know the regulations of the crowd control without being guided by the leadership of his country. So for Nigeria, we have able leadership with the Hajj Commission and then the Amirul Hajj team. We are very, very supportive in sensitizing the people on the way to follow.
It could be recalled that on 24th September 2015, a crowd rush and stampede resulted in the death of more than 2,000 pilgrims, many of whom were suffocated or crushed during the annual Hajj pilgrimage at Mina, Mecca, Saudi Arabia, and certainly this is what everyone here is trying to avoid. From Makkah to Mukarramah, Sharif Al-Hassan.